It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the East Carolina Pirates. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. Smith dropping to pass. They'll run the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Way too much grabbing and tugging there. The offense will take advantage of the penalty. Three yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. He wants to change this route. He'll start this drive going to the air. Snagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up, got a little bit of yardage, but they really wanted that one to be a big gain.
In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Everything's bouncing and jiggling and rolling, and it's going forward, and he's loose. Touchdown, Wolverines. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make a punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Smith wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Spits it out to the back. They're working that left side. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Obviously, 3rd downs are so critical because you get an extra chance to wear that defense out. Great job by the offense. Great job by the quarterback completing the pass, getting the 1st down, moving the sticks, fresh set of down, continue to wear on this defense.
And the Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. It's complete. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown them 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Smith dropping to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Defense did a great job. 30 short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Here they come on 4th and short from the 50. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete. A 4th down stop and the turnover on downs. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too.
There he goes! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Michigan!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Makes a connection.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Quarterback may change this route. Smith wants to throw. Moving out of the pocket. Working on the right.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it did a good job and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Between the uprights, it's good. Now the lead is down to 11. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, what's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Penn State is down, but don't rule out some late-game magic. With that offense and the kid on D, who's the latest stud at linebacker, anything is possible. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Maryland. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Breaks into the open. Running inside the 20. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make them.
Wide receiver going in motion. Smith dropping to pass. Got it set up on the outside. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Release to the back. Got him in the open. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
This defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try.
It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, ECU.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
First and 10.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. Safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead. Touchdown, Michigan. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They're down 28-10, and I don't think it's exaggerating to say their chance of winning this football game probably rides on this drive. Smith wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Williams. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Pirates headed quickly to the line.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
He might want another play. Wants to throw again. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Got the back over the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback, surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Smith dropping to pass. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, East Carolina. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. It's a much-needed line from this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
East Carolina, 17.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cochran. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14.
First and 10.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Grabbed behind the line. It's Schroeder. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Offense in a bunch formation. Going to swing it on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Schroeder. Turning it on. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy I can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, well, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Cochran. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They'll go with a direct snap. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
Smith wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
To the air on second down. Throws to the tight end. Working the big fella downfield and outside. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Grab near the sticks. It's Gant. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Yeah, and that was tough on the DB, right? He's trying to cover the receiver on a drag route, running back over the middle of the field. You're trying to avoid all the linebackers, all of the congestion. He just couldn't stay with them long enough, and as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. That last completion sets him up on second down. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Beautiful job by the wide receiver because he knew where the first down sticks were, and he adjusted his route accordingly.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. And the Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. Smith dropping to pass. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Bulldozes his way through. Trying to take it back. He's at the touchdown, Wolverines. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and the score is 35-17.
That makes the score Michigan 35, East Carolina 17.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man to the left. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Fires downfield. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. He nails it, a 58-yard field goal. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Pirates will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Cochran. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You know, we just went into half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Cincinnati has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe inside Nippert Stadium. They are up by 7 over Kentucky. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a nonprofit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Smith wants to throw. Firing deep. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
Quickly to the tight end. He gets it out to the 28-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On the run, fires downfield. He's got it in more than enough for a first down. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense, a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The run from the shotgun. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Runs out of bounds at the 10-yard line. Now, 4th down.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Give him 6. Touchdown, Purple Pirates. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pressure coming. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it in their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed behind the line, it's Logan. Breaks into the open. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Great job by the defense here rallying to this wide receiver and making the tackle. He is dangerous. They don't want to let this receiver get behind them, but they know that when he makes catches, they better rally quickly and get this guy on the ground. He is fast.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're at on the field. Make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I get credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
They'll go to the ground. Got room to work. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Wolverines building their entire attack around this guy. Remember Denard Robinson, the great running quarterback? He owns 6 of the top 10 single-game all-purpose yards in Michigan history. One of them might be going down soon.
In Michigan's history, obviously, is usually running the football, but you've seen a little diversity in their offense in recent years, and you can see when you got a guy that can do this and do this and do that, you want to give him the ball multiple ways and let him really hurt a defense.
And the Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Here comes the heat. Got it in the middle. It's Logan. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Offenses are doing such a great job now with putting so many wide receivers on the field that they get good matchups and they just attack you to make big plays.
Direct snap. Oh, he's got a chance. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan. And they take it in for 6 more.
I mean, you talk about calling a pretty good defense you feel good about, and you take away the pass, and what does the quarterback do? He pulls it down and just shows the speed, basically becomes a running back, takes it all the way to the house, and makes your defense look silly.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Smith dropping to pass. Looking to scramble. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Pirates now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass on 2nd down. He slings it deep to the left. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And that's the problem when you get in 2nd and forever. The defense knows. They make you one-dimensional. They know you're going to take shots down the field. They stay deep. They break on the football, and they take advantage of the opportunity.
The option look. Leaves it with the back. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. On the run, it's Cochran. Oh, he's got some space. Rustled out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground.
Big reason why his team has the lead right now late is because of his performance running the football. Well over 100 yards in this game. They knew that they were going to have to really put a lot of pressure on him. He'd have to shoulder the load, and he has delivered for his offense all game long.
And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Trying to get the corner. Creates a little room. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines! They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Smith wants to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Rush is on him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Throws to the back. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes...
Bringing it back. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important 1st down.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the run.
Turning it on. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. The Wolverines are threatening in the red zone. Might as well give it to him again. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.